Hey guys, so in this video we're gonna be talking about circles. Now everyone's familiar with what a circle is, but how exactly do we define it? Well, one way to define what a circle is the following. A circle is a shape consisting of all points in a plane that are at a given distance from a given point. The given distance is called the radius and the given point is called the center. So over here, if we were to visualize this, we can say that the center, let's call that C over here. And a circle is a shape that consists of any point of all the points in a plane that are at a given distance from the center point. And we call that given distance the radius. So what that means is that any point x comma y on the circle, any point x comma y on the circle is a fixed distance away from the center. And we call that fixed distance the radius. We're going to use the letter r to represent the radius. So how exactly would we write the equation for a circle? Well, from the definition, as we just said, let's say that the center point C has coordinates a comma b, and that any point on the circle can be represented by x comma y. Now we can say we know the distance formula. For the distance between any 2 points is the square root of x2 minus x1, the whole thing squared, plus y2 minus y1, the whole thing squared. So we have the distance formula. So now we know that the distance from the center point to any point on the circle is just the radius r. So we can say that the distance from the center point to any point on the circle is the radius r. Now, if we take the point on the circle as x2 comma y2, we'll take that as x comma y, and the center point as x1 comma y1, that's just a comma b, we can say that the distance r from the center point to any point on the circle is the square root of x minus a, the whole thing squared, plus y minus b, the whole thing squared. So if we square both sides to remove the square root sign, what we get is x minus a, the whole thing squared, plus y minus b, the whole thing squared, is equal to r squared. So this over here represents the equation of a circle. The equation of a circle where x comma y represent any point on the circle. A comma b represents the center point of the circle, and the distance from the center point to any point on the circle is represented by the letter r, which is the radius.